Hello everyone and welcome again to the Asking the Experts series. And today we're going to talk about digital marketing trends for this oncoming 2020. And I'm very happy and glad to introduce Frank Carreras. He's an academic collaborator at ESADE Business and Law School, an entrepreneur and a startup mentor, a speaker, an author, a musician as well, and many other things, but on the top of that is a top professional in digital marketing management. And I wanted to take this opportunity, since I know that at the end of every year you like to talk about the trends and you do like very interesting webinars regarding this. I would like to ask you about the potential 3 top trends in digital marketing for 2020. Frank.
Well, Mark, obviously you did your homework, you know everything. I have to say, if we don't have an hour and a half, I can't give you many of those. But if we have a couple of minutes, I can give you 3 of those trends that I've learned of or that I'm actually paying very close attention in digital marketing, of course. So the first of them is voice search. One of the things that we're noticing is the growth of voice assistants and the way users are starting to do their searches using those assistants. But we should not forget all the voice search that is taking place in desktops and, most importantly, in mobile phones. I was just this morning with my little kids preparing some homework, and I told them to search for something online, and then I found my little kid talking to Siri. So if this becomes more common, brands need to start thinking about things like, how does our brand sound, or how do we pronounce the name of our company properly so that when a voice search takes place, we get found easier. Just like we did when we had to learn how to get found on search engines. So I think voice search is going to take more of the energy and the time of digital marketing departments in the future, because it's just basically becoming a common thing amongst users. The second thing I wanted to discuss is the use of artificial intelligence for personalization. There are plenty of examples of those this year. I had the chance to be in a meeting with one of the big banks here in Spain, and they were sharing some interesting experiments at this point, nothing more than that. But we have examples like Cadbury, for instance, makes chocolate, taking information from customers' profiles on Facebook and figuring out their preferences and crafting videos aimed at those customers based on their preferences, right? Or Starbucks is now using information from their app to customize also the messaging that they're giving them based on what they consume or the places that they go to. So more and more we're going to see algorithms being used to customize messaging. So we get to that dream that we've always had, which is the one-to-one, right? Like the one message for the one person. This was impossible in the past, but technology is now making that possible. But the third trend that I'm noticing is something that I've discussed in my podcast, unfortunately in Spanish, but also here at ESADE, is the one thing that really blew my mind this year. And it is that I think we are not paying enough attention to what's happening in China. What's happening with China is it's way ahead of a lot of the things that we think Silicon Valley is innovating with, simply because they're not telling us about it. They're not boasting about it. They're not bragging about it. They're just simply executing really, really remarkably fast and well. Of course, there's issues with privacy that would never work in the Western world. But more and more, I'm having discussions with executives, with alumni, with students also at the school, especially the Chinese. It's students that are coming here. And I'm learning, and I think we should all be paying a lot of attention. And the way I summarize it is maybe, just maybe, China is becoming the new Silicon Valley in terms of innovation in digital. So we should not look at China as a market where they're only manufacturing for the West. There's a lot of Chinese brands that are moving into the West, not just as manufacturers, but also as brands, and a lot of them with very, very high quality, which is something that some people are still surprised by that. So pay very, very close attention, not only in 2020, but also in the rest of the decade to what's happening in China if you want to continue to innovate in digital marketing.
Yeah, definitely, we have to open our eyes. A pleasure, as always, to learn from you, Frank. Thank you so much. See you around.
Thank you.